Yeah, Bad Bunny just got off the stage and he absolutely destroyed it. Fam, I saw about 200 Republicans being led out on stretchers. They was fainting. They were falling out, hyperventilating. They had to go to the hospital. They had EMS on standby. I ain't never seen nothing like it before. It looked like some type of natural disaster relief effort going on. They were everywhere. It was ambulances everywhere. MAGA falling out because a guy who was from another part of the country, U.S. territory, was on the stage. It was crazy. I could not believe it. MAGA now, right now, they say there's estimated that at least 18,000 MAGA members are on suicide watch. It's crazy, man. They say they're on suicide watch, at least 18 million. They don't have enough members of law enforcement or people who are in the emergency service industry to get to them. So it looks like it might be the end of it. It ain't nothing they can do. The hotlines are overcrowded. They all jammed up, man. You can't even get into the hotline. You can't talk to anybody. Even the bots are tied up. You can't even talk to bots, man. And you know, bots are AI, so bots are supposed to be able to talk to millions and millions of people at a time, but the bots are tied up right now. The MAGA has lost it. They have lost it. This just in. MAGA has, okay, the number is now up to 23 million. 23 million MAGA members are awaiting emergency services after Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl. He pretty much destroyed the fabric of American morality. He's done more to destroy America in the 15 minutes that he performed, the 12 minutes that he performed, than Donald Trump has in 1 year in office. This is wild, fam. This is crazy. The number is now 35 million MAGA members are on suicide watch. The number continues to go up. We're going to watch this very carefully, and we're going to see how far those numbers go up. There have been reports that if the numbers continue to go up, there will be some form of cleansing in America, some form of cleansing. And they're saying that America may, for the first time, be great if at all of these people can somehow be, what does it say? Oh, wow, I can't even say that, fam. I cannot even say that. This is crazy. Bad Bunny just performed at the Super Bowl and he absolutely destroyed it. It was people fainting everywhere. They say it's a conspiracy going on, that it was people fainting and they would not show it on camera because they did not want to show that they didn't want anybody to be distracted, from the performance. The people in NFL, people stood their ground. They did not fold. Commissioner Roger Goodell stood firm. He said that Trump and I are done. What is he saying? He can go to hell. I am seeing other reports that are saying that Melania is with the Secret Service. Jeffrey Epstein files, distraction. It's coming in through the ticker. But fam, the news is coming in as fast as I can say it. It's changing. So this is a developing story. I am going to try to get as much as I can get to you guys before this live ends. But I tell you right now that Bad Bunny just destroyed the stage at the Super Bowl. There was also a gesture of two men dancing together. Now this caused major MAGA panic. Okay, some broadcasting from MAGA, some MAGA supporters are just now watching that part, and they have also been listed as on suicide watch. They are in some remote parts of the United States. They do not have cable television. They do not have, they do not have cable television. They're located in remote parts of the United States. These are places where people have little to no health care and no teeth. They are watching it. They are falling out now by the tens of thousands of them are now incapacitated. They are on suicide watch right now as we're speaking. News is breaking. News is breaking right now. Bad Bunny has destroyed the stage at the Super Bowl. He brought Puerto Rico to Santa Clara, California. He brought Puerto Rico to Santa Clara, California, to the Levi Stadium. This has caused major disruption. This is a bigger disruption than they're saying that it is bigger disruption than the stock market. The stock market is, as you know, the stock market crashed a couple of days ago. It was one of the worst crashes that we've seen in modern history. It did make some recovery, so it is possible that some of these people might survive, but it does not look good. It looks like MAGA might be finished. As you know, there was a lot of a big uproar about Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. The Turning Point USA decided to do their own thing. As you know, Turning Point USA is a conservative organization ran by a racist who recruits crash dummy rappers to speak on their behalf. They ran a anti-Super Bowl halftime show for MAGA supporters, and the numbers are coming in very dismal. The numbers, they say, even though they're dismal, they will report that those numbers are going to be much higher. They're saying that those numbers will be inflated. No surprise there. Okay, MAGA halftime report, hardly anybody watched, mainly because many of the MAGA supporters do not have electricity at home. They do not have, I did not know that, many MAGA supporters do not have electricity, and they do not have the internet. Some do have internet, but their internet is first generation internet. So some of them are just now getting to watch they're just now watching the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl has just come on at many of the people who live in MAGA countries' homes. For many of them, the game is in the first quarter. It is the first quarter, so they haven't even seen the Bad Bunny performance yet. They haven't seen it yet. So this is crazy, fam. This is mad. This is absolute madness. Bad Bunny just got off the stage at the Super Bowl. His performance has infuriated many MAGA supporters. They are saying now that they are going to boycott the NFL for the rest of the season. Just goes to show you that how slow they are. The season is over, and I don't see how they're going to boycott the rest of the season, because this is officially the last game of the NFL season. But they are boycotting. This is crazy. This is a developing story. We are getting more. Okay, we got a man that wants to say something here. Sir, he's asked that I do not show his face. Sir, what do you want to say?
Yeah, this is this Bob, and I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Didn't like that Bad Bunny boy. I'm gonna tell you straight up now. I'm a racist. I'm a proud racist, and don't like. Look. I'm gonna tell you straight up like this. Hey, love black women, hate black men. Love black women, hate black men. I'm gonna tell you straight up like that. But I will not be able to do the Bad Bunny thing. I tell you what, that Bad Bunny boy wasn't so bad though. He wasn't so bad to me. You know, boy looked kind of pretty to me. I don't mind. Like I'd like to have a couple of beers with him. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I'm a real Republican. I'm not gonna hide my identity. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I like, and I'm gonna tell you too that half of my people, half of that community y'all talk about, that we like it all. I'm gonna tell you straight up that thing that was going on in that Epstein files, that don't bother me one bit. It don't bother me because hey, we like it all. Yeah, boys, girls, little girls, everything else. Yep. I'll tell you, man. Hey, okay. Damn, this is crazy, man. Say, fam. Hey, dude, he had a lot to say. I didn't know he was gonna talk that loud. He had to get it off his mind. That's crazy. That was crazy. This is crazy, man. Bad Bunny has set it off, man. Republicans all over the country, they're on suicide watch. Bad Bunny has hit the stage and has destroyed what was left of the American moral society. Has destroyed it. Whatever was left, he did it. It wasn't Donald Trump and all of his antics. He couldn't do it. Donald Trump couldn't even destroy America's, the rest of what was left of America's moral fabric. It took Bad Bunny to get on stage and sing some songs in Spanish. That did it, man. That did it. This is absolute madness. We have, more reports of MAGA. MAGA is protesting. They say they are going to boycott the rest of the season. I keep telling them that the season is over. I don't know how they're going to boycott the rest of the season, but they say they're going to boycott the rest of the season. This is madness, fam. This is madness. MAGA. Okay, this is. If you're just not tuning in, family, MAGA is going crazy after the Bad Bunny performance. Now, what is absolutely not known here is that why was MAGA watching this show? MAGA was given instructions to only watch the Turning Point, to tune into the Turning Point halftime show. They were doing their own halftime show starting kitty little girls rock. So I do not understand why they would be watching Bad Bunny when they were supposed to be doing their own thing. I can only surmise that either they were too slow to follow instructions, or they were too damn nosy and just could not help themselves. I don't know. pick one, but this is absolute crazy. This is crazy. The count now is up to 65 million. 65 million conservatives in America have signed up to put themselves on suicide watch. This is voluntarily, by the way. Voluntary suicide watch. 65 million Republicans now. 65 million, they're on suicide watch after watching the Bad Bunny performance. Again, I do not understand how those numbers got so high, because they were supposed to only be watching the halftime show for the Turning Point USA. So how did they know what Bad Bunny was doing? Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Family, we want to go. We want to see some things change. This is Donald Trump. Okay, this is what I was waiting on right here. This is what I was waiting on. Donald Trump has gotten the news of Bad Bunny, and the numbers were astronomical. These numbers are coming in from the NFL and coming in from NBC, the network. The numbers are, it's a home run. It's official. Bad Bunny has eclipsed the biggest number in Super Bowl history for viewership. It looks like Bad Bunny has the record. Donald Trump, we understand, got those numbers, just received those numbers, and he went straight to the bathroom with a bucket of KFC and some Cheetos, a box of Snickers. What is they saying he got? They're saying he have a box of Snickers, Cheetos, two big Sam's bags of Cheetos, a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, a box of Popeye's chicken, spicy, 2 bags of French fries, a pizza from, what is this? It says a pizza from Domino's, but this is not right. Well, I guess he switched it up because his pizza guy used to be the other folks. Can't think of the name right now, but this is interesting, fam. They also say he went into the bathroom with a pie, an apple pie. He's right now on the toilet and he's typing on Truth Social. He's going on a rant. He's typing and he refuses to open the door to let anybody in. This is just coming in. This is coming straight off the wire, fam. This is all brand new, breaking news. I am giving it to you as I get the news. I am giving it to you as I get the news. MAGA is really, really upset. Many of them were talking about leaving the country at some point, and it looks like many of them don't have the money to leave the country because Donald Trump, your president, has taken them on a ride, taken them for a ride, and they didn't get the money that they thought they were going to get, although Donald Trump enriched himself and his family this year. They continue to suffer financially, but they still have Donald Trump to vote for, so that makes them happy. I am reading something from one of my colleagues right here. I shouldn't have read that out loud, but hey, in the interest of transparency, I thought that it was important for you guys to know that. But if you're just not tuning in, Bad Bunny has just left the stage. He absolutely destroyed the stage. he had some guys dancing with each other. Two men were dancing with each other. And I saw a Republican MAGA Trump supporter fall out on his knees at the game. He fell, he bumped his head on the bench, he rolled over, and he stopped moving for at least 45 minutes. The young woman that was with him, immediately started smiling, hugging people. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. And when he got up, the young woman started crying. This just in, fam. I am reading this straight off the wire. This is straight off the wire. MAGA is mad for real. They are mad. This is wild. Bad Bunny is the biggest story of the evening. He is the biggest story of the evening. MAGA has no answer for Bad Bunny. They have no answer. They put a halftime show together at Turning Point USA with a bunch of losers, and the viewership, from what I understand, was worse than they could ever imagine. Nobody, and I mean nobody, decided to not watch the halftime Super Bowl show, including the MAGA audience who was watching the Turning Point USA halftime. They were, what would you call that? Moonlighting the halftime performance. They were moonlighting the halftime performance. This is absolutely insane. Bad Bunny has just destroyed the stage at the Super Bowl. It went off without a hitch. MAGA is upset. They're crying. They're dying. They're on suicide watch. 911 has been getting call after call after call. The 911 lines are jammed. EMS is overwhelmed. This is madness, fam. All of this because of a Super Bowl performance by a guy who some might call eccentric, eclectic. Yeah, they call him that. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. What is even more disturbing here is that Donald Trump illegally invaded a country. He illegally desired to overtake another country, and his supporters said nothing. When I say people died, people were killed. People were being blown up in water. They said nothing. They were quiet. But they picked this mountain to die on, this hill to die on, and that is boycotting a halftime performance of a guy who is actually from a U.S. territory. Most of them did not know. This is more news right here. This is what it's saying. Now, this is not coming from me. This is what they're saying right now. This is news, breaking news. This is what the news is saying. Most Trump supporters did not know that Puerto Rico was part of the United States, did not know that Puerto Rico was a U.S. territory. They did not know that. Also, it is saying that, I don't know why it's giving me these statistics. I guess it wants to try to give me some clarity and context here. They're saying that most people who identify as MAGA, although they finished their education and on an average of 8th grade, they really think like 4th graders. Their intelligence level does not peak 4th grade. That is what it's saying. This is not me. This is what they're saying right here in the news. Yeah, see, I get special news. I get the news before everybody else get it. And so y'all, everything I'm saying, y'all gonna hear it later. Y'all gonna hear it later, everything I'm saying. But they're saying that these people do not have dental insurance. They do not have any health insurance. Yet when Obama tried to offer it to them, they rejected it based on the fact that Obama was a black man. They would rather a white man not give them health care than to accept health care from a black man. This is what the news is saying. This is not what I'm saying. This is not, I'm just telling you what's coming off the wire. If you're just not joining, Bad Bunny has done it. Bad Bunny has managed to cause MAGA supporters, members of MAGA, to go on a suicide watch. Right now in this country, all of MAGA is on suicide watch. They are on suicide watch because their threats did not work this time. Their threats did not work. Their intimidation tactics did not work. So what do when their threats and their intimidation tactics does not work? When you stand up to them, they bow down like the cowards they are. And that is exactly what happened tonight. They bowed down like the cowards they are. When somebody stands up to them, they always retreat because they count on intimidation and fear to get their message across and to get what they want. Tonight, they did not get what they want. However, some did because there are many closet MAGA, many closet Trump supporters. You better believe that, fam. Again, these are not my words. This is what's coming off the wire. I am just saying what's coming off the wire here. This is crazy. Bad Bunny, if you're just not tuning in, fam, Bad Bunny has just destroyed the stage at the Super Bowl. He got on the stage. He hit all of his notes. He cut a couple of dance moves. It was people smiling, laughing, dancing. It was horrible, fam. I mean, it was absolutely horrible the way he had those people enjoying themselves. It was just horrible. And now MAGA is on suicide watch. They're on suicide watch. Yeah, this is crazy, fam. It's crazy. MAGA is on suicide watch. This is absolutely insane. Bad Bunny crushes Super Bowl halftime. Let me go over to my affiliate, TMZ, and see what they are saying. TMZ, let's see what they are saying. Bad Bunny crushes Super Bowl halftime. That, it seems to be the headline tonight. Tonight seems to be the headline. Bad Bunny crushes Super Bowl halftime. That headline is very similar to the one that I started off with. Bad Bunny crushes Super Bowl halftime, featuring Gaga, Ricky Martin, Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny just pulled out all the stops for his Super Bowl halftime show, using his spotlight to bring Puerto Rico to Levi Stadium with a bunch of surprise appearances in the process. Benito shut it all the way down in Santa Clara, California, giving music fans a breather from the New England Patriots versus Seattle Seahawks showdown with a hit-packed, non-stop party. BB ran through his hits, starting it off with Titi Mio Briganto, and going on to deliver an electric, high-energy set loaded with swagger and sick visuals while rocking an all-white custom fit. Nope, not a dress, but we already put those rumors to rest. Bad Bunny didn't do it alone. Cardi B, Karol G, Pedro Pascal, Alex Earl, and Jessica Alba was spotted dancing in the crowd. Lady Gaga made a surprise return to the big game stage with a rendition of Die With a Smile, and Ricky Martin sang Lo Que Le Paso a Hawaii. Lord have mercy, what a show, what a night, what a show, what a night. MAGA will not sleep tonight. They will not sleep tonight. This will go down in history as one of the worst days for all of humanity in MAGA land. This is crazy, fam. There was also a heartfelt moment when Benito handed a Grammy to a little kid, and the chatter online is what a 5-year-old Liam Ramos, who was detained by ICE in Minnesota last month. So he gave a trophy, he gave a Grammy to a 5-year-old kid who was detained by ICE in Minnesota last month. There was plenty of critics opposing the decision to go with a Spanish-speaking artist for halftime. And Turning Point USA even vowed to have their own show, which it went through with that at the halftime on YouTube. As for Bad Bunny, he took all the backlash in stride at the time, joking on Saturday Night Live last year that fans had months to learn Spanish. Yes, had months to learn Spanish. A nice touch at the end. Bunny held up a football and said, "Together we are America. Together we are America." At the end, that's what he said. And MAGA once again screamed at the television. They screamed at the television. They were shooting at the television. Some MAGA supporters, I understand, got into some domestic disputes, which is something that is very common in those parts of the country. This is what they do. They called the police, but the police did not come because they were busy committing domestic violence themselves. This is crazy, fam. It is absolutely insane what Bad Bunny was able to do tonight. He was able to bring people together, multicultural people together, and people were smiling, people were dancing, people were having a good time, and MAGA was fuming because MAGA is the Scrooge of society. It was horrible, fam. It was horrible to them. MAGA has promised to boycott the remaining NFL season. Somebody needs to give them the memo that the NFL season has concluded. The last game is today. Family, I will bring you up to speed more as this story develops. Let me give a few shout outs before I shut it down. Let's see who we got here. Mark, I see you. What it do? We got Itch, Angie, Bughorse, But this thing is, this live is moving really, really fast, so can't get everybody, but family, I will keep you updated as the reports come in. We do not have the first batch of MAGAs who could not make it through the night. I'm sure that many of them will not make it through the night. I will be reporting on them in the morning. I will go live tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. And we are going to update you on how many MAGA, how much percentage, we're going to go by percentage and numbers of MAGA who did not make it through the night and how many remain on life support. MAGA is on suicide watch tonight after Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl halftime and absolutely crushed it. Let us pray. No more talk.